What's up, guys? It's Rich, back with another Gray Zone Warfare video for you guys today. And in today's video, I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a loot run that you can do for Tiger Bay. This is for those gamers that feel more confident taking it and making their way into Tiger Bay Central and dealing with those LAF forces, the military AI in the game. This route I'll be showing you here today is probably the safest route I have found in the game and offers the least amount of stress to get in and get out with some decent gear and some decent loot. In this video today, I'm going to show you guys what I think is one of the better routes to take for it and where you should be checking for loot in this quicker run and what keys you should have before you get into it. I would say this run can net you anywhere from 10k to 30k in-game money if you are lucky enough with one of those better runs. It all depends on the RNG you get and the loot you'll find out there. I hope you guys enjoy this loot video today, and if you do, I'll make more loot guides for more POIs around the map for you guys to enjoy and make sure you guys get the most bang for your buck. Again, guys, thank you for always watching and supporting me, and as per usual, if you enjoyed today's video, a like would be awesome, and a sub to the channel would be spectacular as we push for 10k on YouTube. Thank you guys for always supporting me. Again, you guys are the best. I appreciate you guys for being the best Gray Zone Warfare community. If you guys enjoy Gray Zone Warfare live streams, make sure you guys head over to Twitch as well and click that follow button as I am live every single day streaming some Gray Zone Warfare content for you guys over there. All right, guys, that's enough yap. Let's get into it and let's talk about the best run you can do for Tiger Bay Central. All right, guys, so let's talk about the best keys you should be heading in to take into Tiger Bay and what you should be looking out to loot for when you're out there and make sure you get the most value for your buck. So number one, the biggest thing obviously is going to be Tiger Bay UNLRA equipment container key. I've seen this key spawn on the LAF forces, the AI that are military dressed and have those types of gear. Those are spotted around the map and then around the LAF checkpoints around Tiger Bay. They can potentially have this key that spawns on it. This key is located, for reference, I'll show you where it's at so we're not confused with any of these. This key is going to be located at 200, 132. It spawns 2 UN containers and some ammo boxes in there as well for you to loot. The next key you want to loot for is Tiger Bay Central Armory key. This key is in second floor of Tiger Bay Mall. I'll show you exactly where it's at when we get to the location, but this offers a lot of military crates and a lot of good weapon crates so you can get some solid and decent gear out of, and around this room as well as some really good rare valuable loot. Improvised Bandit lookout key is okay as well. There's some upgrades that were done to this key. It offers 2 crates as well. Now I'll show you guys what this is at. We'll hit this house as well before entering into the mall. It offers 2 weapons crates, or excuse me, 1 weapons crate and 1 armor crate. Pretty solid, definitely worth a check. If you can find this key, make sure you guys grab this one. Tiger Bay Pier storage key is probably one of the best keys in the game. I definitely recommend you try and farm this key. It spawns on the AI all around Tiger Bay. It's really phenomenal. It spawns on a pier behind the UNLRA house, and definitely really worth its value and definitely worth hitting if you're going to maybe making this run. One of the last ones that has offered me some loot, it isn't the best and isn't the most consistent, is the UNLRA HQ office keycard. This is in the UNLRA building near that UNLRA container and UNLRA Pier key. This is a pretty decent key card if you can grab. Again, not the end of the world if you don't have this key or if you have any keys. Again, there's also some extra keys you can definitely pick up along the way, but those are the ones I'm going to keep it simple for you today. That's what we're going to hit, and that's what we're going to make sure we hit for loot and get in and get out. So the optimal kit when playing Tiger Bay for me varies depending on what I'm going to be running. For this one, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to be using an M4A1 with a 20-inch barrel and a 60-round mag, and I want to always have an LPVO scope, or if I'm bringing a CQB weapon, I want to at least bring a bolt action rifle, something like a Mosin or an M700. The reason being is because there are a lot of LAF forces that are kind of out of that CQB range and you can't really see well, and you want to be able to pick them off before they notice you, and using those bigger and advanced scopes is going to make the game a lot easier for you when you're making this run. Again, feel free to play with your personal preference, whatever you feel comfortable running. The M4A1 with 5.56 green tip is phenomenal for this. As we all know, it's one of the best weapons in the game. Make sure you guys check out my weapon build video for this gun that offers some different varieties for you. It'll be linked down below in the description. But if you're going to be running something like an MP7 or an MP5 with this, make sure you guys bring a rifle, or if you're going to be running an M4A1 with a red dot or a hollow, make sure you guys bring a rifle with an LPVO attached to it so you guys can get those long kills as you'll see in this video. All right, guys, with that out of the way, if you guys have any questions as well, let me know down below in the comments. I'll make sure I do my best to answer any of them. We're going to head over to India too. We're going to start there. We're going to cut to that portion of the video, and we're going to work our way in to the southwest towards Tiger Bay Central. One thing I want to mention as well, right before we get started, make sure you guys have this cop diamond before you get started with your Tiger Bay run. This is going to be really important because if you do die, you're going to want to head and be able to respawn here. It's going to be a lot quicker to you to get back your gear. So make sure you guys get cop diamond before you start this run. It's going to be essential. PvE, PvP. Make sure you guys farm diamond. It is one of the most valuable cops in game. All right, so the run is going to start here. I'm going to give you guys like a little quick heads up before we move into each area. I'm going to head down to the southwest here. I'm going to follow this road and head into UNLRA headquarters. I see there's a friendly here. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing, if he's looting or questing. We'll check it out ahead of time. It seems like he's engaging, so I'm just going to mute that. But we're going to try and hit the UNLRA container, check UNLRA headquarters, check that key card, and then work our way towards the pier. All right, guys, so getting your run started here, I kind of give you an idea of where we're going to be headed. I'll give you some idea where the AIs are going to be spawning at. Of course, it can be random and completely just up to the AI where they're going to be running around. If you want to skip, I'll be fast forwarding a lot of this AI engagement stuff, but at least I'll give you some ideas of where they're coming from. I'm gonna head into UNLRA headquarters here, and I'm gonna show you some of the better loot spots in here that are definitely worth hitting. Starting with the table here, there could be some rare loot that spawns in here. Right now, it's just some food spawns. You want to come to these desks right here and check for any rare valuables that can spawn in here. I've found some really good jewelry on these desk tables as well sometimes, so definitely worth checking out and make sure you don't miss any of these. Like there's a spawn down here for food right there, but obviously there could be jewelry, as I mentioned, on these. I found some diamond earrings. I found some necklaces, and I've also found like hard drives as well on those desks, so definitely worth checking. Make sure you guys check all the desks in here. Don't miss out on looting any of this because there could be potential loot spawns on there, and it's definitely worth checking and taking worth your time, especially if you're trying to make the most money from this run. So working our way back to this building, there are AI that spawn inside of the building, guys, so if it hasn't been cleared yet, you can definitely want to make sure that you clear it out, play it safe. Definitely in this back patio is a decent amount of them. In the right side, the restaurant area as well. There's a key spawn right here as well. UNRA HQ lab key. This is for a quest though. So if you have a quest that you need to hit, it's a essential key. So make sure you guys know that is a potential spawn for that key. A static spawn for it as well if you're doing loot runs, or excuse me, quest runs for it. So we'll come to the kitchen here, some food spawns as well. If you need any, we'll come check in this room if it's been hit. This has been hit, but I'm checking if the loot's respawned. All right, guys, so this key right here, this key room is going to be the UN office keycard key. Like I mentioned, this isn't the best key room, but it potentially has some loot spawns on the right side of the table here. Right now, it's spawned a surge kit, excuse me. Nothing great there, but definitely check the tables, check the desk, check the top of the file cabinets, check the desk over here. Just med spawns this time around, nothing great, but definitely worth checking, especially if you find the key card. It's not the best room, but it's at least worth hitting. Over here is going to be the UNLRA container key. So again, this is one of the better keys in the game. Definitely worth hitting. If you find this key, definitely worth picking up. Don't pass on this key. It's equipment container key. If you're curious where we're at right now on the map, like I said, we're in UNLRA headquarters. It's going to be coordinates 200, 132. You want to head in here, and there's going to be 2 UNLRA firearms crates and an ammo crate in here. We'll see if these have been looted or if the loot has been respawned. Unfortunately, it seems like the loot has actually been taken already, but as far as what's in here, you'll be a firearms crate and a gear crate. You can find tier 3++ armor in there, and then you can find really good weapons in terms of like the newer guns, SVDs, or kitted out AKs or really solid M4s. The ammo box in here as well could spawn some meta ammo. Ammo you could be looking for is like 5.56 M855A1 or 7.6239 BP. So that's some of the better ammos. M61 as well you can be looking for in there as well. So that's UNLRA container key. Unfortunately, it's been hit for me, but I just want to keep showing you at least the run you can do because it's really, really solid. And I promise you, I am not misleading you by telling you any of this information. I just can't obviously prepare for other players and what they're doing because other gamers are trying to get their monies up. So it looks like, fortunately for us, it looks like Tiger Bay Pier key has not been hit. Again, this is one of the best keys in the game. 200, 130 is the coordinates. This is Tiger Bay Pier key, guys. Definitely one of the better keys to hit. Be wary that there are some AIs that spawn inside. At least I've seen one that spawns inside, and then maybe 1 to 2 that spawns down the road over here. So make sure you guys are aware of that. Oh, I have an AI shooting at me over here. I've never been really aggroed from those guys when I'm looting this, but just be aware that they could engage you from the back there. That's a pretty good example. So once you use Tiger Bay Pier key, you come in here. There's going to be some loot, loot spawns that spawn on the right side here and the floor as well. So make sure you check all of that. Firearms crate. It looks like it's been hit, which is strange because the keys actually reset. But you have a UN firearms key and then UN gear crate as well. RPC in here. That's a really solid one. Plate 6. This is one of the newer ones in the game. Tier 3++. It's the best gear you can get in the game right now. What I'm going to do right here essentially is I'm just going to replace the vest I have because the vest I have is just a front protection plate. It's tier 3 steel, but this is tier 3+, so at least I'm going to get a better vest out of this. I'll drop it, kind of give myself a replacement, and then put this one in here. Be aware that plate 6 is a pretty heavy one because it is steel, so it's one of the heavier plates in the game. But I'm refilling my gear up anyway with mostly valuables, and towards the end, I guess I could also file up on some AKs and some guns as well. Check the ammo box there as well. But again, some of the loot may be respawning already, but that's Tiger Bay Pier key, definitely worth hitting. Some of the similar loot you'll be finding in the UNLRA container key, but definitely those two are worth hitting, and then the UNLRA key card as well as worth hitting in the headquarters area as well. So the next plan, so once we've hit this area here, once we've hit the coastline area, what I'm going to start working my way is back up to the northwest a little bit because we want to go for this road right here. This is going to be the easiest road to enter towards the mall in my opinion. Coordinates 199, 131. Easiest way you can do is just head back up the UNLRA refugee camp because you've probably cleared out the AI already through here. So we'll head that way now, and then we'll work our way to the other AI that are in that area. essentially before pushing towards the mall is right there. What I want to go do is I want to go hit the lookout key, Tiger Bay lookout key, improvised lookout right here. This bad boy right here. And this one's going to be located a little bit down the south. Easiest way to do this is if you just follow this back route of the buildings here. It's going to be the easiest to get to this key. And I'll be able to exactly pinpoint for you where it's at. So just follow the route here. There could be some military eyes that spawn in the back here. Not too many, I generally find. But up here on the right is going to be some of the military eyes. There you go. There's some right here. So we'll just make sure we take those guys out as well. Again, this is why you want that LPVO scope. It's easiest to try and identify where the enemy's at. Once you spot this little vehicle here, again, this is going to be coordinates for this key. 199, 129 in this key. It's pretty solid loot. Again, I'll go in there and show you. You want to go towards this red building, left of this vehicle right here. It's where you can use as your reference point. Head towards the back here. Open this door. It's going to be the second floor. Oh, excuse me. Doesn't open that way. Some food spawns on this kitchen as well. And it's going to be the door on the left-hand side here. So this is going to be improvised Tiger Bay lookout key. You have some potential loot spawns in here that are pretty okay. There's a Mithras gearbox in here that can have some potentially good loot. Another RPC. Again, this is a good vest to have. Tier 3 A plus is the best helmet in the game right now. So if you can't access Gunny level 4 or Handshake level 4, excuse me, then it's definitely worth at least grabbing some of those helmets so you have the best access to the best helmets in the game. Right now, I don't need them, so I'm just going to leave them as is. I'm pretty filled right now just because I have these two pretty good vests. Definitely worth doing. The RPC isn't a necessity to bring. Because this one can be bought at Handshake level 4, and I can easily replace this if I find other ammo or other gear and things I want to replace this with. Most of this ammo up here can be bought from Gunny, so if I can buy the ammo, I won't necessarily loot it because it's just kind of taking up extra space that I don't need. Now, if it is ammo that can only be looted and not bought, you definitely want to make sure you grab that because you never know when you're going to see more of it. So check the firearms box, probably give me some attachments here, tan, stock, and then some B33 mounts as well. So if you want to grab those, you can. Again, I'm trying to just be a little bit more specific with what I'm looking for, but whatever, everybody's situation may be different, so make sure you guys loot for your financial needs in the game. The only other AI you have to worry about besides this guy right here is to the right. You want to make sure you clear because there is an AI, military AI that spawns here to the right. I don't see him right now, but he does spawn anywhere from like this car down to like this vehicle. He could be around here, so make sure you guys be aware to be taking him out if he is there. I'll cross here and I'll head towards the mall at this point because that's where we're going to be entering and making sure we loot. So off that wall here, you have the fence right here. Depending on where the AI spawns are here, there can be an AI that spawns on the left, but right now he's on the right-hand side. Well, actually, I didn't even see that guy. Wow, the rain is completely throwing my vision off. But yeah, AI could spawn right here on the left. But as you can see, there was also one on the right. So just make sure we come out of these bushes, check. I've never seen one on both sides. He's either on the left or the right, so you guys can just make sure you take him out when you push into that. So you want to hug this wall right here. Again, if you don't know where we're at, if you're a little lost and confused, we followed the UNLRA headquarters. We followed this route all the way down, hit Pier, came back up, followed this road 199, 131, followed some of these back buildings to hit improvised lookout key, then came back up and we hit this road right here, cross. And we're by Tiger Bay Central, the northeast corner. There's an entrance right here at coordinates 197, 130. Not fantastic. I don't go out of my way to hit it, as you know, but it can definitely be worth a little bit depending on your situation. I'm going to drop this RPC plate carrier just for the purpose of the video. It is a really good vest, definitely worth keeping, but I want to maximize how much weight I have in my character so I can take the most things. So check these loot boxes as well. Military firearms crate here, excuse me. Has the Mo's in here. I'll tend to just grab the stock here. Excuse me, the sight here because that's going to be worth the most money for me. Another set as well I can grab, put all of that in there. AK-545, check what ammo's in there. Some BS, it's a really solid ammo. I'll grab that. And then I'll check the firearms box. Oop, seems like we're getting engaged from somewhere. Not sure if that's at me or not, but I'm not sure where that AI could be. He's by the front over here clearly, but I just look at this firearm crate to be aware of him. This B13 N rail, this is really good. This is really SVD, one of the newer guns in the game. And unfortunately, right now, it doesn't have any attachments regarding scope mounts and handguard mounts that you can add into the game. So you want to make sure you just, if you see those in the game, make sure you guys grab those B13Ns. They're really valuable, especially if you like SVD gameplay. Don't recall when I grabbed the helmet, but we'll check the rest of this. Make sure you guys check the table as well. There's some loot spawns on there as well. Check this table. Check over here. AK mag. Nothing else on these tables here. We'll back up to the second floor. There's some solid loot up there as well that you can hit. Definitely worth checking all of this as well before we work our way in towards Tiger Bay. So there's a Mosin spawn right there. That can also spawn AKs as well. So if you need guns that isn't AI spawns. So check in here. This is a food transport crate. So there's going to be some food spawns in there for your guy. My guy's thirsty, so what I'll do right now is I'm just going to grab this water, right-click, drink it. I'm going to drink eat the food that's in there as well. So we can just re-up on energy. Definitely bring some snacks for your guy. Could be a little bit of a run. So bring some snacks. Bring a lot of ammo because you never want to be in a situation where you're out of ammo. However, a lot of the AI AKs are pretty solid and able to be picked up and ready to go. So there's an ammo box over here that you can use as well. The AI right here in front of me that can be looted for some money. My guy's feasting, so I'll loot him. Grab the money from him. Grab that. There's a vest spawn there. Ammo box here. We'll check that for any good ammo. Tracer 76254, BP 76239. That's a phenomenal ammo. We'll grab that, and then we'll work our way towards the mall here. So at this point, this is where you want to start. The scope starts really coming into play because there are AIs that spawn first floor and second floor. But if they're at any range here, you don't have to worry about them too much. Make sure you use your audio cues here, though, because you don't want to be taken for advantage by the Terminator AI that can be spawning in here. One second floor up here. You don't want to die to this guy. Oh, guess you can die. So once you get your body back from that little mishap, we'll keep working our way towards where we were originally going. But this one does drop on the boss as well. But again, there is some AI that is pushing us in there as well. Oh, this is the boss right here. As you can tell, someone has a black hat on. He's easier to identify. All the other ones have helmets. That guy has a black hat. That'll automatically mark him as the boss. Check in here. This is going to be the armory room right here. Naksu dress. I will go and show you the key again that you need. Tiger Bay Central Armory key. We just saw that drop from the AI. So Tiger Bay Central Armory key we'll grab right here. Coordinates for this one again, it's going to be 198, 121 to 129, excuse me. Right side of the mall here, second floor. Check this desk right here. Some potential loot spawns in that gun crate. Some more food that spawns in there as well. Check around this area here. One thing you don't want to miss as well is in this little corner here is valuable spawns. There is nothing right now, unfortunately for us. But in these cubbies as well, definitely worth checking, but definitely not top left container as well. Check the desks as well. Check all the desks as well on top of these, but I've found to be these being really good, very rare, valuable areas. So scope right there for you to be able to loot that as well. But we'll head into the Tiger Bay Central Armory key. There is some loose loot and valuables that could spawn in here as well. So right here we found a sleek luxury watch. Excuse me. This is a really good item to find as well. So we'll put that in our butt right now. We'll check all this desk down here as well. In this cubby, there are some potential rare valuable spawns and on top of it as well. We'll grab the scope. being able to sell that as well. Just weapon attachments aren't craziest heavy. So in here you have a military firearms crate, a military gear crate, another military firearms crate, and then as well as some loose loot that spawns on the shelving as well here. Ammo box as well over here. Do you want to make sure you hit all that? Any type of armor can spawn on there, so it's worth noting if it's a really good armor, it might be worth grabbing. Again, tier 3 A plus helmet right there, worth grabbing if you don't have access to handshake level 4. If you do, I don't really necessarily recommend grabbing those, just taking up extra space for you. AK-762 mag. This is a AK-308 magazine right here, 76251. So definitely worth grabbing. We'll grab that. So we have some attachments there and some things we can sell as well here. So head over here, check the ammo box, see if there's anything good in there. I'm already at 53 out of 54 in my carrying capacity. I don't mind losing the ability to run though, because again, excuse me, most of the AI has been killed behind me already, so it'll be able to just be a safe walk out. So this AK right here is pretty good. I think there's a guy trying to shoot at me. Don't know where he was. Again, they don't make footstep audio sometimes, so you have to be very, very aware of that. But we'll loot this military firearms crate, inspect it here. Grab the suppressor and the scope. Definitely some of the most valuable parts on the gun. Don't miss out on grabbing those. Those are really important for your money run. So grab those right there. I'll leave the gun behind, but I will grab the stock here. I'll drop that. So that's what we're gonna grab from that gun. And then check if there's anything else really good around the shelving. I don't see too much, fortunately, but we're gonna keep headed this way as well. So this next room over here to the left, this is the comms room, makeshift hideout key, I believe. Right here is a reinforced military laptop, really good. That's worth a couple grand. Definitely check all of these desks, guys. Definitely don't miss on checking all of them. Rare valuables spawn all along these, and as you can tell, there's just a bunch of loot spawns on these areas. So these two rooms right here are definitely worth your loot. Definitely worth checking. Check on these desks over here, see if there's anything good. Right there, a platinum credit card, also something worth a couple grand. So definitely want to replace that with something in your butt. If you have space for a reinforced laptop, definitely put it in there. Definitely can be worth your value in the butt. Some army intel as well there. We can grab this, a 2-slot item. I'll essentially probably just eat this or drink this drink here real quick, and then I can put the make space for that real quick. So these two rooms right here are definitely worth looting, guys. If you are newer towards the Gray Zone Warfare game, these are some of the best rooms in Tiger Bay Central. Again, a lot of these shelves and a lot of the areas and the stores in here can have valuable loot, and if there's some spots I may have missed, guys, make sure you guys let me know down below in the comments. But as far as making it the easiest for you guys, what you're looking for, this is the area I come for every single time. That run I run. I don't really push any further down the mall here at this point. At this point, I'm kind of satisfied with what I have. There's more AI down there, more risk to die, and more chance to lose all the gear I have on me. So I'll essentially start working my way back the same way I came. Stay second floor the entire way and make it right back out towards that side entrance I had. Again, if you have space and you didn't find a lot of good gear, at this point, you could probably fill up the bag with some AKs. Something you could do as well here is also grab the, remove the magazines and remove the pistol grips for them. That makes them just kind of a 1-slot, or not a 1-slot, but just not a 2x2, essentially, when you're putting them in your bag. Makes them a lot more spacious and a lot more value to grab, and being able to grab like 4 to 5 of them versus like 2 of them, essentially taking up bag space. So that's something good to note as well when you're looting in here. So that's my dead body right there. We'll keep pushing through here. But this is what I do when I run Tiger Bay Central, guys. Again, we'll see how much value and how much profit we made here, but it's again pretty solid. The only issue is, unfortunately, this is the UNLRA headquarters area is a really popular area. Tiger Bay Central isn't the most popular because it is a very difficult area, especially for solo players. So if you're coming as a solo, make sure you guys take note of everything I mentioned regarding the AI. I am not understanding it when it is. I'm saying that they can be some of the most difficult AI to deal with. So when your bag is overweight here as well, something you can do is just drop it real quick on this shelving right here and just jump over it essentially as well and grab your bag on the other side. So doesn't mind. Again, if you don't mind just walking out and filling up to that maximum gear carry weight, definitely worth the value of you doing that. Again, most of the time you'll be in and out before the AI respawn behind you. So you'll do that. I'm going to save you guys the time here. I'm going to just follow the same route out here. I'll show you what I'm doing, and I'll just cut to when I'm back at the cop, being able to sell stuff. But again, guys, the route we took, we started at Diamond, work our way through this road, UNLRA headquarters, hit the UNLRA container, work our way down the coastline here, hit Tiger Bay Pier Key, work our way back up, hit this road here, coordinates on 199, 131, work our way towards where we just came out of, essentially clear the right side of the mall and the second floor left side of the mall, and then kind of just work our way right back out the same route. Just follow it all the way up this road. and then come back towards diamond. All right, guys. So at this point, I've offloaded everything off that run we've made here today. All of this in the bottom right, including the laptop here. This is stuff I'm going to sell, not stuff I'm keeping. And this right here, I'm keeping the Plate 6 B13N rail for the SVDs, AK-308 magazine, and some really good S-tier ammo as well. So we're going to sell all the gun parts here so we can get that out of the way early, sell that, and see how much we've made off of just the gun parts here. So off of the gun parts alone, that's 2,000 we've made here. So 2K, 2,300, we'll sell all that. I'll sell the reinforced laptop here as well. I believe this gets sold to Banshee, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, so 3K off of that laptop. For the watches, so we're at 5K right now. It's going to be sold to Turncoat, 2K, so that's 7K. The credit card, so, is being sold for 1.6K to Artisan, and then the Intel is 1.28K. And then 2 credit cards as well are being sold to Artisan as well for the $200 profit, and then sell the key card. So if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that's somewhere in the range of 10 to 15 we just made there, which is pretty good. I think I had around 80,000, if I'm not mistaken, when I started. I could be wrong. Could have been 10K, but 10 to 15K, I believe, is what we made there, which is pretty good. Again, that run shouldn't take you longer than 10 to 15 minutes. If you are playing solo, it could take you a little bit longer, maybe like 25, 30 minutes. But if you're looking at 25, 30 minutes and you're making about 10K every hour, or 10K every 30 minutes, you'll be looking at essentially 20K every hour. And if you farm that for a few hours, you're up a significant amount of money in this game. And as we know, there aren't always the best loot spots in the game, but this one does offer one that I think is very straightforward, easy for me to explain, where to look, easy for me to explain where the AI could be and what keys you need, and easy to get out as there is a cop really close nearby. Guys, that about sums up the Tiger Bay loot run I want to show you guys today. If you guys do end up using this run, make sure you guys let me know down below in the comments, guys. Make sure, guys, if you guys have any other questions, any comments, any also just helpful points that I could use, or anybody in the community, make sure you guys share those down below as well, guys. Make sure you guys also join the Discord as well for Gray Zone Warfare games, or for any other stuff related to my content. Have an awesome community in there as well, so make sure you guys take part and join us in there. Make sure you guys head over on Twitch as well and click that follow button, guys. We're live over there practically every single day with Gray Zone Warfare content and other FPS games. Catch me over there, guys. Thank you for watching today's video. Hopefully you found it informative and educational. If you did, a like would be awesome, and a sub to the channel would be spectacular, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace and love. Bye.